Hi there, welcome to the Obachanchatter, and I'm here with you this Monday morning. I believe it's April the 14th, 2025, and I'm here to just recap a few series and a couple of movies that I looked over this weekend. For the first thing I saw that really interests me is I like documentaries a little bit. I like to know stuff about people. You know, you don't have to be famous, but I guess in our own way, we all are kind of famous. But this is a series. It's called Hitler's Handmaidens, and it's the women in the Third Reich, and it's a contemporary look through the lens of nowadays women with women who were participants participants in the Nazi Party. And I all through school, always heard about the Holocaust and watched movies and stuff about it, but I've never saw anything where they focused on the women. These were some bitches, yo. These women were something else. So anyway, it talks about the women that were in the right. It talks about the women that Hitler was had romantic relationships with. He never wanted to be seen as being in romantic love with any woman because he told everybody he was married to Germany, that was his bride. But people in his inner circle knew that he messed around with people. Hitler was attracted to older women. They think it's because his father used to beat the shit. His father was an alcoholic, just like him. He used to beat the hell out of him. But his mother babied him, and that's why he liked how he grew up and how he was with that confidence. Because she told him that he was handsome, that he could do anything he wanted to do, that he was this and he was that. And I think he was like sleeping in the bed and shit with her too. So when he became romantically involved with women, he usually would pick older women who could benefit him, who could benefit him. When he tried to join the German army, they rejected him, so he went to the Australian army, and that's why how he first got his military training. Then what did Hitler do? Okay, he met this lady. I can't think of what her name is. It's just I think it's three parts to this. Yeah, it's three parts. And what I was saying? Okay, it's three parts to this. And when he would find influential women who were like divorced, but they moved in a circle, the right circles. And this one woman really liked him, so he needed polishing. So every older woman that he would get with, they would kind of polish him, but he would hide them. They wouldn't let them know that they was linked together. First of all, a big ass age difference, and like I said, he said he was married to Germany. Now, even when he messed with women, he never messed with women his age. You was either a teenager or your ass was old, but you was never his age. But I did not notice all the younger girls that dealt with him tried to commit suicide. The one that he wound up marrying, only being married to her for 36 hours before this dumbass gave him. They both took cyanide pills, but before his cyanide pill could actually work, he shot himself too. He didn't even shoot her. How? What? Why you ain't make sure it worked for her? I don't know. For his wife. So anyway, the girls would be so young and impressionable because most time he was their first love. They said he was real pragmatic. They said in Germany, this motherfucker was rolling around like Elvis Presley. He was the man to be with and to get with. So by himself, he was when Hitler was by himself, he was like real quiet, wouldn't say much. But when he got in front of Mike, that's when you saw his charisma. I still ain't see it. And I ain't gonna tell you no lie, that same shit that Hitler was standing up at them podium screaming is the same shit Elon Musk say, the same shit Putin say, the same shit Trump say. I'm just telling you. So when I think he was killed. So they just showed the right how the different women. They had names. It was one, she comes have sex with the prisoner women if she wanted to. Another one, she killed the babies, just grab them by the foot and be banging their head up against the wall. The women were as vicious as the men. But what was weird, that was just their job. So after they got finished killing kids and shit and injecting, they just experimented on them. It was women that were doctors. they wouldn't get their patients fucking water. That's all they need to live was water. They walked right on by him. They had no regard. So during the end of this, they started saying how they was trying to round up the women because you know something for the people that they could find in the Holocaust. After the Holocaust was over, they started prosecuting the people, right? So, but I never heard about them prosecuting women. And when they found the women, if they could find them, a lot of them married other men and went to other countries and shit, just trying to act like nothing. And then 20, 30, 40 years later, they somewhere and somebody recognized them. You see what I'm saying? And tell them their asses and they get in trouble. But they said the women usually the men got the harshest punishment. That the women, they did some shit. I think it's only one got sentenced to death. So it's so weird to think that we're all monsters. Me too. Yeah, we all got something inside of us that's not good. Hmm. But them ladies they was raping the women. They just mistreated them, treated them like animals. And they was trying to say that we was just doing it when they was in court. We was just doing our job. That was what we was instructed to do. But as when the prosecutors was talking to them, when they were referred to the Jewish citizens of Germany and France, you know what they would say? They would call them scousers or something. Whatever it was, they was calling them in our English scum. So if you was just doing it because it was your job, you ain't working down. Why the hell you calling people scum? So anyway, of course, when people get caught, they were trying to hide it in some bullshit, and that is exactly what that was, some bullshit. So it was just real interesting. If you ever wanted to know, because during that time, I just said, where the fuck is the women? And the only reason why he could make this shit work is because he had to have the support of women. And all Hitler did was the oldest trick in the book to get the women was say the shit they want, say gaslight them, tell them everything they beautiful, how the country can't run without them, and make them organize and get groups together and make them feel real important. And as soon as he got enough of them bitches, he got rid of every woman that was in charge of an organization and put a man in front of it and told that ass K K K. That means kitchen, kinder, cooking. No, kitchen, K K, kinder, kitchen, yeah, cooking. That's what they wanted the women to do. So listen, I'm trying to think where did I find this at? Mm, who was watching this? I think this was on. I don't know what this was on. If you just Google the Hitler's Handmaidens, Women in Third Reich, it'll tell you where it's at. I watch all my shit from the same place. Look movie too. Yeah, so I get TV channels, movies, everything. So I couldn't tell you to tell you where to look for it at. So listen, you've been here listening to me talk long enough. Let me get to these other movie reviews. Thank you very much and have a beautiful, beautiful Monday. Bye.